Hi, I'm Dr. Fletcher Perry from Examsolutionprovider.com. We are continuing revising GCSE Maths for my own students. But this video can be used by anyone who might find it useful who is also revising for the same GCSE Maths. Today, we're going to look at functions. Okay. Right, so functions. So what are functions? Functions are just a rule, okay, that obviously turns one number. Okay, so the rule that turns one number into another number. Okay, now this number, the first one number is going to be the input. The another number is going to be the output. So which means we have input here, and then it gives us output. There must be a rule that obviously helps us to turn this input into that output. So this is what a function is. All right, let's take an example. Usually functions are written as f of x. It can be g of x, or it can be r of x. It can be s of x. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be commonly is f of x. So let's take out this function is equal to x plus 3, and you can see the rule obviously is this here. Right, is the input. So the input, and we need to add 3 to this input. So for example, if x is 3, then I'm going to put 3 here. Okay, so it's going to be f of 3, which means x is 3. Then I'm going to put, wherever there's x, put 3, and then I add 3 to it. That will give me output as 6. Okay, right, so this is what we learned. Right, so there are areas where functions can be much more difficult. We will need to go through past paper exam questions and try to understand what actually is involved. All right, so I'm going to take a past paper exam question, and I'm going to go through that question step by step. All right, so this question here, there are quite a number of questions, 1 up to 8, but I'll have few of them, okay, because there are other areas of functions that we need to learn. So the first one says, question 1 says, given that f of x equals x minus 4, okay, find right a f of 5 and b f of 3. Now these are the easiest part of this function problems. All right, all it is saying is, given what you've been given here as a function of x, right, then you try to find the value or the output when x is 5. So whatever you see in the x, wherever there's x, put 5. So I'll use this formula. So x is 5, and then I take away 4. So that will give me 1. So the answer should be 1. So this is a very easy part of it, these functions. The next is say find the value given that f of x is x minus 4. What's the value of f of 3? Now f of 3 means x is 3. So wherever I see x here, I'm going to put 3. So this should be 3 minus 4. So that should give you minus 1. All right. So these are very easy questions which should actually not take you a lot of time. Okay, let's take question number 2. So question number 2, again, it says given that 2x squared minus 10, yeah, so this is the g of x. Okay, so g of x equals 2x squared minus 10. So the first say find g2, okay, which means wherever there is x, put 2. So x is 2. Therefore, I'm going to have 2. I use bracket, okay, and there's going to be x squared, and that x squared is going to be 2 squared, and then I subtract 10. Yeah, so then the next I'm going to have 2 times 2 squared is 4 minus 10. 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 take away 10. Right, that will give me minus 2 as my answer. Okay. Yeah. Again, very, very easy. B is asking me to find g of minus 2, which means wherever you see x, put minus 2. So again, I'm going to have 2 bracket. I've got minus 2 squared minus 10. Minus 2 times minus 2 is going to be 4. So this is going to be 2 times 4 minus 10, okay, which will give me 8 minus 10. So the answer is still minus 2, the same as at the top there. Okay, yeah. And then C, take this off. Okay, C say find. Now C says g of x equals 8. Okay, so it says solve. Yeah, solve that. Okay, so solve gx equals 8. So what I need to do is look at what gx is. So go back to the top there. What is gx? Okay, so gx is 2x squared minus 10. So I'm going to have 2x squared minus 10 equals 8. Yep. Okay, so then I need to subtract 8 from both sides. So 2x squared minus 10 minus 8 equals 8 minus 8. All right, so I can see this is a quadratic equation. And then I have 2x squared minus 10 minus 8 is going to be minus 18. All right, yeah, equals 0. Okay, now what can we do here? Okay, I think we should actually put this on the other side because that will work better. Yeah, because I can divide in each of this by 2. So I'm going to have x squared. I've divided this by 2 minus 9 equals 0 divided by 2 is 0. 18 divided by 2 is 9. it's better to put it that side. So x squared minus 9 plus 9 equals 0 plus 9. Alright, so these cancels. Then I have x squared equals 9. Alright, let me go up there because you want to be able to see. So what I have x squared equals 9. Then I need to take a square root of x squared. Take the square root of 9. Now the answer here is going to be plus minus. So the square root of x squared is going to be x equals square root of 9 is going to be plus minus 3. So that's the answer. So the answer is x equals 3 and x equals minus 3. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's continue. Let's see the next question. Next question is says given, that's question 3, given that f of x, so f of x equals 3x minus 5. Okay. A, find f of 3. Okay, again, this is simple. All it's saying is wherever you see x, put 3. So it's going to be 3 bracket, there's x there if you look at this one here. And where there's x, I'm going to put 3 and then I subtract 5. This will give me 9. 3 times 3 is 9 minus 5. So the answer should be 4. Okay. B, say find f of minus 2. So f of minus 2. Again, wherever there's x, I'm going to put minus 2. So it's going to be 3 bracket minus 2 minus 5. 3 times minus 2 is going to give me minus 6 and minus 5. So the answer should be minus 11. Okay. Question C. C is asking me, it says solve f of x equals 1. Okay, so similar to the previous one. So I know what f of x is. F of x is this. So I'm going to take 3x minus 5 equals 1. Okay, I need to add 5 to both sides. So I have 3x minus 5 plus 5 equals 1 plus 5. And these cancels, so I have 3x equals 6. I divide by 3, I divide by 3. If I divide by 3 here, I get x equals 3 into 6 is 2. Okay, so the answer is x equals 2.